What is up, everybody? We're back with another break. 1982 Fleer Ultra. Bought this box actually by accident. This is Junk Wax Era Special. I thought it was basketball. Thought I got a good deal, but you know, it's late. You're on eBay and Frenzy, so we're going to crack it open anyways. Not a lot of value in here. Not a lot of big rooks in at this time. You know, Jeter was coming into the league, but you know, most of his rookie cards are 93. So very unlikely we're going to make our money back on this box. But if we pull two cards in particular, a Ken Griffey Jr. All-Star Game card and a Cal Ripken All-Star Game card, we could potentially break even if they rated at PSA 10. So, but we're, you know, that's the fun of the break. I do a lot of junk wax on this channel. So, you know, throwback from the years when we used to collect these. But they just printed so many, it's impossible to keep up. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull out this top row for now. Little gold bricks here. I mean, the packs look, they look fantastic, but I don't know if that's going to stay up. So they had a special Tony Gwynn award winner inserts, but they were so overly produced that they don't really have too much value. So there's our gold bricks there. A couple more over here. So let's go ahead and break into this. We're just going to see if we pull any Hall of Famers, anything like that. So I'm not sure if these are going to stick together. They were a little glossy. If they do, that's unfortunate, but I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, a little bit. So, because the value's not great, but try to do our best. Not too bad. Looks like it won't damage the card. So always start a pile over here, or a couple piles of common cards. Then I put like some fan favorites, and then usually line up the really high-end cards. So if we get that Griffey or that Cal Ripken, then we'll go ahead and do that. There's Tino Martinez. You know, the gold stamp looks cool, right? There's one of the insert cards right there, so that's not too bad. But like I said, most of the value in this box is maybe $1 a card, minus those two, and that's if you get them graded at PSA 10, which already costs $10 plus shipping. So you're gambling more money to try to break even on a undesirable set. So not sure we'll ever submit these cards to PSA, even if we get them, but you never know. Another 15 years, maybe, they'll be valuable. So here we go. Wound pretty tight. Yeah, so we're doing a special break next week. You know, we do a lot of random breaks on here along different content, you know, during this time where you're not sure what's going on. So keeping ourselves occupied, but we're going to be doing a 100-pack Fortnite hobby box break. I know this is baseball, so if you're watching this, you're like, I do not care about that. But it is for a good cause. It's for a AAAD foundation, a foundation started by someone near and dear to me. And, you know, we'll do a little giveaway. So if you check out AAADF.org, a lot of free incentives as far as just getting any sort of free therapy and things like that. Pretty great resource. So you can check them out. But you can see the cards, like, they look good. It's just overproduced, no big rooks. You know, great for the set, but not, you know, there's Mike Scioscia. It's a nice card. I like Mike Scioscia, so collect him. You can see it looks like marble. It looks like the fake marble you could get in apartments back in the day. So there's Ivan Rodriguez. These were designed by probably somebody that was, you know, living in one of those places in the 80s. Excuse me. All right, so normally I don't crack like this, but since there's no value here, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Also, these aren't really bricking. They're just kind of like stuck. So you can see I just did that. Then no value, no damage. But right there, Roger Clemens, great looking card. Fleer Ultra, you can see I cracked them, no damage. So we're going to keep doing that to speed up the video. So I'm going to go a little quick. Don't need to stare at this undesirable, this Barry Larkin junk wax set. It's Ken Griffey Jr. Always like Ken Griff, so that's not the Griffey we're looking for, but, you know, still added to the collection. And, you know, just sell it as a lot or keep it forever, hand it down 100 years from now. A great ancestor of mine will stumble upon all these in a garage and their life will be better for it, maybe. Who knows? So there we go. There's Nolan Ryan. Always collect my Nolan Ryans. That's a nice card. Kevin Bass. John Smiley, Mo Vaughn. I had a lot of him back in the day. There's Chris Sabo. All right. Nobody of note. Let's speed up our little session here. So the card we're looking for, hopefully future me put up the little picture, but has a Lenny Dykstra right there. Has a black border around it as far as being the inserts. So we'll see if we get those. Funny, we haven't even got a Tony Gwynn insert. So now it's like they don't have any value, but the fact that I'm this many packs in and they're so overly produced that I don't have one, it's now I want one, even though once I get one, I'm not going to care. There we go. All right. Greg Harris. Mike Mussina. Chili Davis. Jose Canseco. I still collect Jose Canseco. You know. Remember when he released that book, like I think I've mentioned before, and, you know, it's, you know, I just think that the league was in a weird place, and I think they were looking the other way a lot. There's Brett Butler, one of my favorite players back in the day. They were looking the other way a lot when there's a Roger Clemens insert, so we'll set that aside. Same picture, just a little foil stamp. There's Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Famer. And Nolan Ryan again. Okay, I'll take that. So they were looking the other way. They would come back from strike. You know, I've said it before. I just think, you know, juicing's not going to get you the entirety of your skill set. So I could make a subdivision of the Hall of Fame or something, but you know, MLB made their money on it. So bam, right there, Tony Gwynn. That's our insert card. So probably get a lot of these. We want this card with the black border with Ken Griffey in the middle. So we'll set our special Tony Gwynns right there, even though, you know, maybe $4 or $5. George Brett, look a lot of him. And all right, so there's our, now I'm satiated. So we got our Tony Gwynn hit. So thanks for showing up. And if you like this kind of content, like I said, we do a lot of different content, but mostly box breaks and rips. So appreciate it. Help me build a channel and helps me be able to interface with you better if you hit that like and subscribe, but subscribe button most important. There's Gary Sheffield, like that. Pretty cool Brewers uniform. Carlton Fisk. So yeah, appreciate that. It doesn't cost you anything, and you know, helps us out you know, with this new venture right now. All right, still looking for Ken Griffey. Always have a gold card, even in our junk wax era cards. So always looking for our, there's Randy Johnson, big unit, good, great player. Here's Andy Van Slyke. That's an insert card for him. Steve Finley. Yeah, once you do the little bend, they're pretty stiff. You can see they're still really straight. They slide pretty easy, which is nice, because the worst would be to get a super undesirable junk wax box and have them stick together. Then this video would basically never see the light of day. I'm okay with that. There we go. All right, Craig Biggio. I like Craig. Collect a lot of him. A little stuck here. There we go. Andy Van Slyke. Don Slott. Come on. There we go. Will Clark. Luis Soto. And Dante Bichette. See if we can keep this under tall order at this juncture, because my little lead in and all, but see if we keep this under 20. Looking for one hit. Little background break for you. Yeah, so came in, I was all pumped. I, you know, looking for specific, you know, I like a lot of junk wax basketball personally. It's still very approachable in price, and you can actually pull some pretty cool Jordans and some insert Jordans that on the right day, you know, will appreciate in value. So, you know, it's fun. There's Don Mattingly, like that. It's a fun hobby. And then we're going to be doing a kind of an insert Jordan series where I'm going to list all the insert Jordans that I'd like to get in boxes that are below a certain price and what they could get. And then we're going to try to get those, pull those Jordans. Because you can just buy them online. They're not extremely expensive, you know, the Jordans. But they'll pay for the box. So why not try to chase one down, do that. Jeff Bagwell. It's like there's a lot going on in these cards. It's Julio Franco in the back, right? But it's like there's something about them where maybe it's the actual design, but they're just not super pleasurable to stare at. So, I mean, I love breaking, you know, I love opening the packs. It's just good, clean fun, but, you know, I don't remember opening all these. I'm sure I did at some point here and there. So, you know, you always remember what you're getting yourself into. There's Cal Ripken. So we want this black border. We'll set Cal up there just so it looks like we got some hits here. Yeah, and then for a second, I thought I accidentally bought the 1992 Fleer box. I know it says Ultra in gigantic letters, but I was like, oh, well, at least it's the Fleer one. Maybe I can pull that Mike Piazza rookie. That I know he's a 93 rookie, but he's the 92 Fleer card. That's another rookie card. So, and then I was like, oh, okay, so consolation, I can still do that. And then it turned out to be this set. And then I walked into the room and I had one tear fall down my face. Then I got over it and said, hey, open some cards. Doing all right in life, bud. If you're new to the channel, we also have some other pretty cool box breaks. We have, there's Mark McGwire, still collect Mark. A couple other baseball. I got 1990 Fleer coming out, 1986, 1986 tops. So that's with the black top. And some of those cards can rate for hundreds of dollars if they get rated in PSA 10. It's just really difficult because there was gum in the packs. There were also wax packs, and they were cut all over the place. So I'm not as enthusiastic in that break as I normally am, because halfway through I wasn't sure if it had gotten searched or what. There's Robin Yount, like that. There's Billy Ripken. All right, sent you guys right there. But yeah, so you'll see that on here. Some great cards, some great pulls, a couple Don Mattingly's that are I don't know, maybe get PSA 10 out of them. So if we get one PSA 10 card out of that box, we'll have paid for the box. Absolutely. So we'll see. It's just that we didn't get any of the big names at all. And the ones we did get, they were the cards that were in the middle of the pack had dings, which was suspect. But that's the risk, right? That's why you're buying a box of 1986 for, you know, anywhere from 40 to under $100, and you can pull $100 cards out of it. So I don't know. I'm getting depressed thinking about it. I don't want to relive that. So there's Mark McGwire, Edgar Martinez, and doing a lot of OPG. Oh yeah, that tops was OPG, but I love doing the OPG sets. I don't know why. Even the non-desirables, there's Kurt Schilling. Little less print run on those OPGs. Ozzie Smith, Barry Bonds. This is a good pack. John Smoltz. Okay, so you get that pack when you're a kid, feeling pretty dang good. But you know, they did a little less print run on the OPG during the junk wax time. So if anything's going to appreciate in value, I mean, they all may and could, but OPG will have a little bit of a lead. No black border card. Maybe I should just do that first. Put the whole stack down. Dale Murphy, Will Clark. It's weird, like these look super like new classic, right? Because 1982, I mean, that's pretty hot at the time. A lot of other 1992 cards were pretty blasé. Just the design, it was like they were trying too hard, or I don't know what. Maybe other people, maybe you like the way these look because they're sentimental to you. And I know I have a couple of this design. I just There's Jim Tome. Always collected a lot of him. Kirby Puckett. I think this was actually just Tome's rookie year. Yeah. So actually, I actually like this card. It's a Jim Tome rookie card. Forgot about that. So that's pretty cool. Set you up there, Jim. And see if we can't find that black border Cal Ripken Jr. or Roberto Alomar or Ken Griffey. Unless I'm mistaken, they didn't come in this exact... there's so many different series. This is series 1, so maybe they were only series 2. To be honest, I kind of knew what I was getting into here after I realized what the box was. So my extracurricular research was like low. So I could be chasing a ghost right now, but you know, I'd rather do that than know they're not in here. And basically, I don't know what I would do with this box. So maybe that Jim Tome rookie's worth something. Who knows? All right, Tom Glavin. Always like to collect Tom Glavin. I do have an error card of, I think everyone has, Don Russ, 1990, where it says, or 1989 or 1990, I forget which one. And it has, it's Ruben Sierra back there. It's a card for John Smoltz, but it's got a picture of Tom Glavin on it. So it's an error card. It's not extremely common, but common enough. They printed, millions of those cards. So I pulled 2 out of these $5 boxes when I first off screen. I wasn't recording at the time. I just had gone back into my hometown and was looking for something to do. And Will Clark. And so I pulled 2 of those. So for me to pull 2 of those error cards, and you'll see them listed for honestly like $50,000, but and they can sell for a couple hundred, but they're not selling 50 grand. And that's the trick, right? You go online, you see some of these card values, and you know I've said it in other videos, but you can list things for whatever you want, but you're not, if you don't sell them, it's not worth that. So people will have cards, and then they'll try to drive the price up, especially card is Frank Thomas. So I like that Frank Thomas card. But people will try to drive up the price, especially like card shop owners or people who, do this for a living. Steve Sachs, one of my favorite players. They'll post a couple. They can transaction through themselves. So you're like, oh man, like it's actually sold for a pretty good amount of money. But for some reason, every other card is for sale for, instead of it's 50 grand, it's for sale for like $20. It's probably worth $20, but Robin Yount, Billy Ripken, Sandy Alomar Jr., Harold Baines, Brett Butler, Julio Franco. Played for, I think he played in Japan for a little too, but he played for, maybe it's China, I forget. 40 years or something crazy. 30? Probably 30. 40 years. All right. Almost done here. We got a couple more packs. I'm not seeing any of those inserts, so it's leading me to believe that that's our last set. It's leading me to believe that since I did buy these a mistake and I was looking for a specific type of basketball box and series, I didn't even, like, it's not like I was like, oh, if I buy this, I'll get that. So it's leading me to believe there's Nolan Ryan again, that it's probably series 2 or not in these, not in this style of box that those are in, unless they're rarer than I think, but most likely that they're not in this series. So I guess we pulled the biggest rookie in this year out of this box, though. We pulled that Jim Tome, which is nice. So to verify how much that's worth, a couple bucks. Chuck Knobloch, Ricky Henderson, John Kruk. There's so many good players playing at this time. So it was like this amazing era for baseball. It's Dale Strawberry, but no big rookies and just overprinted. So it's weird because watching baseball in this time was like amazing, but then collecting cards at this time was not so amazing. I mean, it was amazing when you're doing it, but as far as investing and having value long term, not so amazing. Carlton Fisk, I like that. I really like that Gary Sheffield though. Second one. I like the pick, and he just looks like he said a little fly thing or whatever. I like the Brewers uniform, looks pretty good. All right, over 20, so speed this up as best I can. A lot of packs. But, sometimes I just like to break packs. Craig Biggio. It's therapeutic. Find it that I, find that, puts me at peace. Until I find the right card in the wrong condition. Then I'm in totally not in peace. More Grace. Checklist. Tony Gwynn. Base. Oh, there's our first one. All right, last 3 packs. And then we'll call it a video. Let you go back to watching all the other videos with some of those amazing breaks on there. But yeah, we got a lot of baseball. I got, at this time, this big unit again. I have Gypsy Queen coming in. 2 guaranteed autographs in there. I'm like most breakers. I love the hobby. I love the time frames. Like, super nostalgic for me. So I will do like breaks that are like, this video might get like 5 views over the course of like 10 years, but especially with this series. But I still enjoy doing a lot of breaks. So, but like most people, I am getting extremely addicted to finding those relics and autographs. And I don't know if that's like a modern day junk wax like thing happening where there's just going to be a million autographs out there unless they're numbered, or relics. Relics seem to be coming out in spades. So there's Don Mattingly again, like that. So I don't know, but I'm getting the itch. So I want to see some cool Paul Molitor. I want to see some great Roger Clemens again. Relic and autograph pulls. Okay, so probably not in this series. So made you some false promises, but we did get this Jim Tome rookie card. So that's probably the best rookie in the entire set. So I guess in the scope of this box, we did all right. We got all these Hall of Famers pretty much. Thanks for joining me. If you like this kind of content, we appreciate the subscribe, and we'll see you on the next Better Break. Bye-bye.